You're listening to Morning Edition here on this Tuesday on WCBU. I'm Rich Drager. Development of the Dee Hengst Amphitheater along the Illinois River in Peoria's Festival Park is advancing, with contracts approved for preliminary design, engineering, and construction. The 5,000-seat outdoor performance venue is primarily funded by an $11 million donation to the city from the Hengst Foundation. In part two of our latest regular interview with Peoria Mayor Ali, she tells reporter Joe Deacon that the amphitheater will become an attraction that benefits the entire region.
It's going to mean attracting people from all over, not just Central Illinois, but I think beyond. But, it's going to hold 5,000, but then you go into Festival Park, which can hold thousands and thousands more. So we can have some huge riverfront performances and festivals like never before. It's going to cost a little bit more than we had originally anticipated, because even the $11 million is not going to be enough to get the entire job done. But it's going to happen, and I think sooner than everybody thinks.
How would you potentially go about funding these higher costs?
I think there's going to have to be some fundraising done with the foundation. We're going to have to work jointly with the Park District. But, there's going to have to be some local fundraising done to get the job completely done.
Along lines of the riverfront, has the city gotten any updates on when state funding may be released for the planned riverfront park revitalization?
That's the million-dollar question, multi-million-dollar question, Joe, because we have $25 million allocated for Main Street. We have $15 million allocated for the Riverfront Museum. We have another, I think, $1.5 million allocated for some lighting that's in the Bradley area, actually, Upper Main Street. So it's just a matter of working with the state to get those funds released. If not all of it at one time, portions at a time. I know that the state has over-allocated funds for capital projects throughout the state of Illinois, and that's what's taking so long, is everybody wants their money.
And we see that at this time every year as the budget process comes to a head in Springfield.
We do, but what happened that was good is that money got reallocated again. So we're in trouble if a budget comes out and we don't see those reallocations for money that had been allocated in a prior year. But we got confirmation that money is still there for us.
Big Al's has recently reopened downtown after a lengthy closure under your orders to secure new ownership. What assurances have you been given about how the business will operate safely? Why is it important to have that site not stay shuttered? And what is your opinion of the new business approach?
Well, we never want a nice facility in Peoria just to stay vacant. It is a very nice, newly built at one time facility. And we have an agreement with the owner and the operators that it will be operating safe. The numbers are limited than what they used to be. It's a 1:00 closing. They will have metal detectors that people will not be able to go around. There were some real problems shooting inside the venues, shooting in the parking lots. And, their goal is to eliminate that, and we're going to monitor.
The nature of the business has changed, though, entirely, and to some degree, correct?
To some degree.
What part of what allowed you to consider giving them the reopening?
Well, actually, no. I mean, cabaret is allowed. Strip clubs are allowed in Peoria under our ordinance, and there's no restriction to say you can't, you have to be harder on a strip club with alcohol sales or alcohol license. So it's not really it's the type of crowd that you're allowing there, and the fact that you're not ignoring the metal detectors that are in there, and you're restricting weapons from coming in, and you're having staff that are monitoring behavior and not tolerating fights and gun violence.
That's Peoria Mayor Ali speaking with Joe Deacon for WCBU Reports. Find more from this conversation online at wcbu.org. You're listening to Morning Edition here on WCBU, Peoria Public Radio, part of the NPR network.